Well, when I forgot all the scores as well. Yeah, this kind of blundered that as well. It was an absolute shambles on my end. But we're looking to pick up the pieces now. Team Liquid looking to close this out 2-0 if possible. They'll be on the T side here. Got a couple of smokes and the Molotov. Smoke being set up as well for the execution towards the A side of the map. CTs are buried away in the donut. That's going to be Jame, joined by Fame. Here we go. Full commitment. A Molotov default presumably, but Jame is here ready to attack.
They're going to try and play ahead of this donut smoke. Jame immediately dinked, and so he does want to put a bit of distance between himself and Team Liquid as they run down the A play. They're going to try and take space over towards Temple, bomb planted. And this is a good spot for Liquid to be in. That dink done early forces VP to be a little more tapered over towards donut. The fights have got to come out through CT instead. Fame tapping away, but nothing found yet. This is kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Liquid just aren't giving them the fights.
They play fast.
Certainly no gear here. Yeah. Will open things up here. The fragging begins. It's VP on top with 3 frags of their own, but is there any time to defuse here? I'm not so sure. They need to get on it right here, right now. It's not going to happen. They have to get off here. Liquid have done enough. It's a scrappy finish, but Patsy has got a wide open net here. It is going to be Team Liquid picking up the round. Jame will retreat, of course. He survives with 2 points of health. The only player to live to tell the tale, but it is Liquid in a strong position once again. The force fire will be coming through off the back of James Kevlar, I would imagine, but that's a great finish for Liquid. Even in the 5-on-5 again, it's a little bit close for comfort, but without the kit, there was no chance to defuse.
It's starting to be a questioning trend from the side of VP. It's not the first time that I see them without a kit, and it's a decision. It's not completely unconscious. They want to play these rounds with the dual Berettas, with the Kevlar, with the utility on top of that, but it puts a lot of pressure on you and the rhythm that you have to have in these retakes. And here, as you could see, even if the first few kills went their way, Liquid just had the time with them.
Oh my God, straight up A rush, boys, as well. We're not slowing down. Maybe we are, actually. The smoke completely cancels everything. All right. I was so ready to go full send at that point, but I think that's the right call. You just run into a crossfire, maybe even a CZ on the other side. It could have been a disaster, so I don't mind that at all. It's better to be safe than sorry, I think they say.
The only downside of that decision is the more time passes, the more you become paranoid of the map control that can be eaten away towards the B side. Exactly, you have no eyes. So what they do is they still play up with a relatively quick pace. You see it's Yekin there who's leading the pace towards middle. Good pop flash from Mir. First kill, that's onto Fame's assist as well. And that's a trade.
It really is. Rainwake is helping himself to A main. It's actually looking very good for Team Liquid in terms of the positional control they have right now. The bomb's on the A side, but Fame, he's got the 5-7 in hand. It's Norbert joining him as well. They've probably got a couple of kills here. They're scrappy, but they've got the man advantage. OC, has he got the bomb on his back? He needs to be very careful here. Makes up for it. Gets the kill. 2-on-2. Now needs to plant.
This is weird, though. You know it was Fame who just secured these kills over towards Donut. And so as they go back to try and deal with him, they learn about Flit as well. Right now, Liquid should have more than enough info to go off the back of, but OC still looking elsewhere for this second man. Now homes in on Donut, swinging out. He can't secure it. And so it's Fame to get the job done. Some good work done on the... 4-spy round for VP. The 5-7 in Donut churns through Liquid as they attempt the A play.
Oh dear. Lovely shot from Fame as well to close things out. Recovers the AK-47 with the bomb planted. Team Liquid almost certainly get a 4-spy back. And here we go. And it's going to be Mir. That's a great control of the FAMA spray. And as Harry mentioned, the 5-7 doing God's work towards the Donut. 1 versus 1 converted in favor of VP. They're on their feet here. And no purchases as of yet from Liquid. There they come, though. OC will confirm the full buy with the Glil in hand. It's Tech 9s and Deagles otherwise. So a difficult round here for Liquid. This is their pick. It's Yekindar, who was so good on Inferno finding the opening kills, and maybe can do that once again here. There's so much damage, but he's going to be dropped as well. Double kill for VP. What looked like an opportunity is quickly squandered.
So that first duel on a nice edge. Yekin was probably a bullet away from putting Mir in the grave immediately, but VP is doing a fine job at stabilizing. And now, in that 3 versus 5, you'd hope for a mistake. You're hoping for someone to get just a little curious and allow that Deagle to shine through. Flit's going to make none of that. And the trap is kind of closing on itself. You see here Fame already blocking them. Where do you go from here if you're Liquid?
Yeah, they're being very disciplined as well. They're not hunting for the frags, just locking them in towards the B side of the map. Fame on the ledge. Mir to bait him in if required. They're smoked off towards the cave right now. There's the incendiary for good measure. Flashbang deployed. It's getting very uncomfortable. Patsy, one of the last smokes they have, has to be utilize quickly just to survive and get out of position. And at this stage, it's a 5 versus 3 still, but there's no way VP give this one up. They're being very disciplined here.
It's about being clean as well, not allowing any weapons to fall through, so you can start building that economy. Last of the utility being put down for Liquid. One Molotov, but it still will allow Jame to have some sort of line of sight. Decides to play defensive, and here comes the push.
Fortunate the bomb's been able to get in, having a cross wide over at ramp was Rainwaker. Here's Fame tightening the net through the back line, finally making that play up through middle. And it will be a pretty clean up, pretty clean cleanup. Does that make sense?
Clean up?
Yeah,
you know,
like double down on the clean for
if
for
you
VP.
say something with confidence, I'll never call you out. Because I think it's
There
some
you go,
obscure
that's a good
idiom, so
point.
you're safe.
No, I know, I just kind of fully folded on all of it, didn't I, Matthew? It's all good.
It's so good.
I had one moment in the round to speak and I messed it all up, you know?
There's plenty more rounds to come, though. That's the beauty of CS.
Yeah, there is
Potentially
plenty of
hundreds of more rounds in this game. So I think we'll be absolutely fine. Round 4, Team Liquid,
limitless.
full eco. Not really much they can do, I'm afraid. Just a Desert Eagle for Yekindar. Rainwaker, P250.
And just for a little bit of history as well, this new roster of Liquid did shine immediately on Ancient. And we all, and I say all, I myself first, got baited by some of the results they were able to rack up on Ancient very quickly. That was in Copenhagen when they faced the likes of FaZe and all, and had Rainwaker played superb Counter-Strike. This is where we got to know this new roster, and this is where they converted a whole lot of people just to let us down right around the corner. So we'll have to see where they stand now on this map. There's no history between the two squads, at least not on short term, so not a whole lot of tape to play with.
Rainwaker, not all of his teammates right now. He's in towards A. It's Yekindar boosted up, and wow, for good reason. Looking for that double kill. Still a chance to get it, but Jame will peel off, throw a grenade that actually lands perfectly. And now OC has been dropped as well. Yekindar might be forced into the duel, and that was his chance to find the kill, if you ask me. I don't think he'll be given another one. We'll continue to progress, hoping to find Jame in towards that cave. It's pretty much the top end of what they can get here. Converts that frag, bomb is down, and Patsy might have the element of surprise here. Flitz lying in way with the MP9. Patsy dropped, penultimate frag found, and now Yekindar looking for his third. They've actually done pretty good damage, all things considered, right? They entered with Glocks and 1 Deagle. Potentially can get one more kill here, 30 seconds.
If he can get a third, that's mission accomplished for Yekindar.
Sure.
I doubt he will. His position is known. VP once again extremely disciplined. You have Fame who's closing the door towards heaven. Flit is playing safe between the doors as well. For Yekindar, weirdly enough, you have to die.
Here we go.
So he does.
Yeah, and they will oblige him as well. They will let him die. Removing Yekindar right at the end. You know, nice little sequence from him. I actually think it might have been a bit frustrating, honestly, with that earlier attempt at the fight when he first got peeked on ramp, because that's actually like a good fight for him on the boost. You saw like he sees the shadow first,
Sure.
He knows they're coming. That's one where, if anything, you've kind of forced VP to have to react quickly, and so they take a fight that isn't as good for them. So it could have been more if Yekindar was able to capitalize in that one moment there. But now the guns come out. Team Liquid. They've got AKs out on everyone. And they're going to try and take middle here on Patsy. He's just keeping the util up to deny this mid presence. The rest of Liquid making it past the cave, trying to split onto middle. And a shot is exchanged either way between Jame and Yekindar.
Jame was ready for that. Jame was
he really was.
extensively waiting for that Yekindar peek that comes through. Cannot connect the kill. It's going to be Mir who will be tested behind that red smoke. He takes a little bit of risk, and he's got no backup behind him, so he puts his line on the live, and that's a 1v1 trade. We know it favors the T, and with that triggers a whole lot of reactions.
Yeah.
You see Norbert have to pull out, and that's not great, Henry. You don't like to do it 1-for-1 on the CT side.
You certainly don't, but there is a slight caveat that Patsy and OC are low right now. They only have one single smoke remaining, but they'll continue to find advantages here. Nap will take down Norbert, and the bomb's starting to transition over towards the A side of the map. Fame currently boosted. It's a very powerful spot. Often flushed out, though. You do well to get more than one frag in that position. It's OC going to try and sell the idea of a B take, a B execution. Otherwise, his teammates are walking. Like I said, it's commonly checked. Should be good for one. The trade should come through. There's Rainwaker, and he's got the bomb, so he doesn't really want to commit by himself. As he's been spotted, they know the C4's there. If he ran him and lost it, that's pretty much round over, even though there was an opportunity with Flit being in CT spawn. 20 seconds remaining. They need Naf to come in from Donut, and they need to attack this together.
This could still get weird. This could still get really awkward. The slowdown's given Flit time to move over. And this push through Donut and Main, luckily enough, did go unchecked. However, Flit still going to pick up one. A little bit of spam damage. VP are believing in this 2-on-2, and now they really are. OC dead. Back in Donut. That AWP of Jame rotating in late makes life a misery for Liquid. Rainwaker's got to do this alone. Gets himself in to play behind the big box around this bomb.
Not a bad position. I think this is probably the best place he could be to try and win this 2 versus 1. He segregated the fights, but the smoke makes things incredibly uncomfortable now. We'll have to go for the spam eventually. He's lost track of the bomb. Takes the first player down now. He's going to have to let Jesus take the wheel, and unfortunately, it's too late. Flit with the defuse there. If there was no smoke available, I dare say he wins it, but very well played. Unfortunately, cannot find the kill in the smoke.
You have to respect and appreciate how thorough Jame is. In any situation of rotation, any one of us, any number of players in Counter-Strike would try and maybe play fast, run a little bit faster just to get in position with your teammate. But no, he knows the only way they win this clutch is if he actually punishes whoever would be right here, right now. That kill onto OC changes everything. Then once the smoke is down, Rainwaker cannot afford to play behind his box. And this is just a cool little clutch, cool little retake from VP. A 2v3, it's also a little bit unusual to see them turn around these situations. They have a tendency to fold and give up. Not this time around.
Well, they are off to the races here, and with the bomb going down and the loss bonus accumulating, they do have a buy here. It's Galil's and contact in towards Donut. Fame has no idea. He's looking towards the A side right now. This should be an absolute free kill. Yekindar can't believe his luck. He won't even pull the trigger. As he does confirm the headshot there, execution for Fame, and now smoked out of the bomb site. Now, usually on a map like Inferno, they would save this one. On Ancient, you have a few more possibilities with Temple and the A main flank, but doesn't seem to be any sort of activity right now. They've done some good damage through the smoke, and Flit is making his way through the Temple, to be fair. This one hasn't been called off completely, but I'm sure it will be.
I think that's it. They were trying to lock a couple of bullets through the smoke. Maybe you find a kill and it changes your mind, but you can see Norbert never attempted any movement. They were just on the prowl, looking to get back into this. Another one of these I like to call easy round for Liquid. It's basically just based on the timing that they seized towards middle, get into Donut. Fame is completely oblivious to the risk. I don't really know how, in terms of setup, it is possible that Fame gets caught off guard like this. Surely someone somewhere must have either miscommed or not made him aware of the risk, or he makes a mistake in terms of analyzing the situation, but he offers his flank.
Yeah, he's certainly overworked in the position, because he could just playing default here and just at least be safe from that, but still, I think it would have had the same outcome. They just had no vision in middle or Donut.
That's a hard thing right there.
Yeah, just, I guess it's the risk you take with that sort of setup, and now Team Liquid, they'll take that all day long. That was 2 Galils, 3 AKs, a nice injection of cash, very clean round, but VP, so difficult to break them financially. They'll always be saving the guns. They've, of course, got the AWP in hand here, and now 2 rounds separate these 2 teams. It's going to be Patsy trying to open things up towards middle. He's been very aggressive, very good at these opening frags, but it will be Fame that beats him to the punch this time. They're going to have to commit. I think let's go all in towards A and hope for the best, and it's wide open, to be fair.
Yeah, no one here for VP. They started strong over towards middle early. That means they had to make concessions over towards A. Yekindar can't quite hold on to the Temple, and so that's a big kill for Fame to have secured, tipping the scales even further in VP's favor. One back the other way out of Rainwaker, and OC is late through middle on this slurk.
Could be interesting with OC's position here. They can just survive and let him do something with it. You never know, but he's gone in towards red. Rainwaker's stuck on an island here as well. OC would have to do something incredible this stage. His teammate goes down, and there's a frag on towards Jame, but obviously gives up his position as well. Can't find the double kill. Maybe it was interesting if he gets that second frag, but it's not going to be the case. But still money available, but it's 5-2 overall for VP on the CT side. Matthew, do people still consider this a heavily T-sided map, or is it kind of in the middle these days?
I do believe that over time it has balanced itself just a little bit.
Which makes sense.
This is usually the case when there's like a big change to the game or a big change to a map. I think people take time to catch up with what's happening, and whoever finds the first good ways, the good protocols to take a little bit of control. I think the adjustment of the spawns were very much game-changing. People were used to being in a favorable position to fight mid. They realized we can't do this anymore. But I do believe we are in a more moderate position now. Just wanted to point out, you could be remiss to think Liquid should have waited for OC's timing here, but if they fall silent, then his position becomes known, so Naf tries to go for a pop flash. Speaking of trying, Yekindar is doing what Yekindar does, which is put himself in a very dangerous position, flashed and cleaned.
They knew exactly what was going on there. They give him nothing until the flashbang is deployed, and he's just dead to rights, removed from the equation. And it's going to be an early 5-on-4 once again. Jame patrolling towards the red room, AWP in hand as you might expect, is confirming the ledge is clear. He doesn't quite catch vision of Patsy, so a jump scare might be coming through here, but one step ahead of it, he's going to force one of the players into the fight. A rare miss from Jame. Had full control up until that moment. Rainwaker, though, he's surrounded. Does he preempt two players being here? He certainly does. Converts both the kills. 4 on 2 now. And the bomb can transition from T-spawn in towards A.
Stay alive, Patsy. You've done enough. You've basically won the round with that play. Just stay alive.
True.
Stay the course.
Huge round. Needed that. Naf just going through the motions here. The round should be confirmed. Flit will join forces with Norbert, but his OC, who's ready and waiting towards the...
There you go. Everything's fully safe now.
Yeah,
like,
no
you know,
way.
there was still that one, like, modicum of worry. Oh, what if OC dies? What if Patsy died over in spawn? There were a couple of little moments where it could have gotten weird, but it doesn't. OC holds his ground, and everything will go as planned for Liquid here. Up onto a third. Henry, I went and had a look at the numbers here at Pro League. Actually, it's kind of sick. Ancient is the kind of most balanced, I guess you would say, in terms of T versus CT.
Yeah.
It's a 0.8% difference between T and CT sided, leaning ever so slightly to the T side.
Well, there you go. So I was correct on both fronts of both statements.
Yeah, both statements. Double correct.
Absolutely. A hole in one, was would say.
Oh, yeah. There hasn't been many of those.
No, there hasn't been.
To be honest.
We need to work on our putt abilities.
Yeah. I haven't tried the new putter out yet. It looks like an actual nice
it does
specimen.
look good, doesn't
I think it's a legitimate one we get.
You're probably a bit of a golfer maniac. At least
I'm not at all.
Never played golf?
Not even close.
Really?
No, I'm not really a golfer type.
Come on, man. We can get you up there. Golf's very big in the
I mean, mini golf, I can find my way, but pure, proper golf, no.
It's a hard game, man.
Yeah,
no, it's easy.
Yeah?
It's just hitting a ball with a club and the ball ain't even
I guess
moving.
you're right.
Come on, man.
I didn't even think about that. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, the ball's not even moving. Like, how could you miss it?
Yes.
All right, well, maybe a golf segment for Harry next week. I can organise that.
I'm
Get you
down.
on the pitch, the course.
Maybe
I think
he
it's
can
called.
give me lessons, as will
I'm terrible. I'm not good at it. I've played a lot, but
5v5 golfing pitch. It's played on a field. You have to incapacitate the other team.
Actually, it could be something there. Battle
Kind
golf.
of sick, honestly.
Yeah, 5-on-5.
Dodge golf.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jame and Naf
Dodge that.
trade a kill apiece.
It's the man advantage, though, and Fame has been a bit of a nuisance on this A side of the map. He's going to take control towards the entrance here, tucks himself in. There should be a trade here, so they'll maintain the man advantage, and Flit and Jame very far away. There'll be smokes, Molotovs to cover off the key choke points here. Bomb goes down, no problem. They do have a kit, but would need a kill through a smoke once again here. Flit fancies his chances. Jame, definitely not. He's on towards the other side of the map here, still waiting for a flank from B, and that means Flit is operating alone right now. So I assume they won't go much further than this, hoping maybe a kill is given away, thrown away by Liquid, but they're not offering anything up.
It's sort of out of character to see VP players being caught off guard so many times in this game already. You can feel, I would say, the difference in terms of comfort zone compared to Inferno. It feels like a couple of times players are in what I like to call not even 50-50, but more like gambly positions alone, which is very un-VP-like. Usually the setup is always sort of methodical and clear, and there is a logic behind who is where and when is trying to fight here. Some players are just taking risks. It's the second time now that Fame is in a, what you call, all-in position. It's make or break. I'm going to stand in front of Donut, I'm going to stand in front of A main. Either I take 3 or I take 0. And it's been to the advantage of Liquid. They've been able to find easier way, or relatively easy way to sites.
Okay, Rainwaker. Not sure it's sustainable, but reading the jump up on the ledge there, managed to find the opening kill towards middle, and the round just fell on their lap after that. It was Flit who went down, or Fame maybe, as they could have saved a rifle with the AWP, but now finally will be broken financially. They've got a Jame AWP.
That sounds beatboxing again as well.
Oh my god.
He's laying it down, laying down the precious track.
Just for raising morale, boys. I took this one out.
Boys, I'm laying this one down for you all right?
Okay, all jokes aside, what kind of valuable information could he be giving away in a tactical timeout? Like, what's the idea behind this, Matty? Can you think of anything?
Well, listen, in
sports,
going to be?
It's calm down, lads.
No,
You've got
exactly.
this game,
I was going to say, in regular sports, when there is, let's just say, a limited vocabulary as to what's happening, you could argue you don't want people to be able to read on your lips so they don't figure out how is your thought process exactly. Now, when you speak your own language and you might have your own code words, I would say maybe it's less valuable to have access to lip reading potentially.
Sure.
Because I could be lip reading Dastin, I would have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
I wonder if many teams are lip reading right now, the coaches. I don't think they are, but better to be safe than sorry, I suppose, as Rainmaker, he's getting aggressive, and it's going to be Fame dropped. And this has actually been the perfect call. I guess there's nothing they can do. James on the other side of the map with the aforementioned AWP. Mir is fully sending it through the temple. He's locked in as well. Flames behind him. They know he's there. Another Molotov for good measure. Running the gauntlet. He'll get away with his life, fortunately, because it looked like he had overstepped the mark there. Another smoke down towards spawn. Round confirmed. We're tying things up at 5-5 here.
Yeah, this is a great little resurgence from Liquid, right? They were kind of down in the dumps here. Things were getting a little bit weird. VP were really pulling ahead, and sure, the rounds were coming down to the wire, but VP were the ones winning them more often than not. But that's now 3 in a row for Liquid. That's them starting to take control of the economy game. And so this is a good spot for them to be in. They're ending these rounds nice and cleanly as well. It's kind of similar to how they first got back on the board, right? Where they rooted through mid, they found that 1 kill on Fame, and then the round was brought to an abrupt end. It's a kind of a similar note to this one.
And I don't want to get too excited too quickly. Lord knows that has happened to me in Counter-Strike a couple of times, but the resurgence of Rainmaker as well in this event is very interesting. And that's definitely an angle of attack when you think of Liquid, because I'd say the first few months, I think a whole lot of people have had doubts whether or not he was just out of his depth.
Well, we hadn't really heard of him, right?
Exactly. Yeah, a lot of people went Rainmaker. Who the hell even is?
People call him Rainwalker, to be honest with you. Everyone just kept saying Rainwalker.
And then it was complicated for a while. I mean, I think he had one of the lowest KPR or the old top Counter-Strike coming into this, and now he's looking much better. That is, of course, instead of VP just destroying Liquid, as I am venting their praises the usual ways.
Well, it's always the way, man. And now, if you try to big up VP, they're going to lose this 3v5, aren't they? So, like, you know, you're damned if you do.
There's absolutely no way. VP have it absolutely controlled. The T's.
He's trying to cast his curse, Henry, man. He's got a taste for the power. He's got a taste for the power.
And it can happen as well. If Jame misses a shot here, you never know. It's OT on the AWP as well. Jame in towards the cave position. They've got Flit joining him as well. So they have got a bit of a fortress this side of the map. But the round's not over by any stretch of the imagination. If OC finds the opening pick, maybe.
So that's how we do it. I do like it. I do like you can have
got to build it up
in your life. Oh, in your voice.
Yeah, exactly.
In your life too.
Yeah, and you can do it in your life. I don't. This basically is my life, Matty, to be honest with you. The last 10 years has been a lot of this. Just,
I do respect that.
Building up moments that never really happen.
It could have gone so many different ways talking about casting it all, but no.
Overcooking the pooch time and time again, letting everyone down. But this round is over
you on the
now.
Couch with the doc. We'll have a session.
Yeah, we might have to. bring it back. I could use a bit of Counter-Strike therapy. Rainmaker could as well. He's in towards T-spawn, trying to hold on to the AWP if possible. Might be okay to do so. But Mir is on the hunt with Fame. They're going to lock him in. Looks like his days are numbered, I'm afraid, unless he hits 2 absolute bangers here. First one's not bad at all, but doesn't anticipate the second. And it will be VP taking the lead. A solid mid-hold. It looked like they had a bit of a one-way setup as well. You can see the ankles. I think it was just the way it bloomed on top of the Molotov. But still, it actually helped them out a lot. Double kill. Have a look here. You can see, it's kind of weird. You can see through the smoke. See the little boots underneath.
Not the boots, man.
Little booties.
And look at Daps. Finally, I think, over the fact that he's not going to be playing. We spoke to him last night. He was actually, he kind of bared all. He went in depth as to, you know, him and Stanislaw went in depth as to how he was excited to play.
He was excited.
Of course, man. How can you not be?
What, to play at a big tournament where it's all on the line, where you're trying to prove themselves?
I would love to. Put me in.
He was saved by the skin of his teeth. Is what, an hour in it with Patsy arriving?
I think there was 2 minutes in it, actually.
2 minutes. All right, that's a better story.
Yeah.
We'll go with 2 minutes.
2 minutes and helped largely by Chad.
Yeah, he was carrying the luggage. He was like a concierge. And yeah, he did an amazing job. Shout out to Patsy. He's had a good tournament as well. Enjoyed his contributions. Yekindar with the P250 here. So again, he can afford the AK. We saw this on Inferno. He'll just be willing to use the pistol and these full gun rounds. It's a straight up B rush. Jame under a lot of pressure here. Nav takes him down. This quick pace to the B site is working wonders for Team Liquid. Looking to tie things up. And they don't even need a gun for Yekindar. Operating with 4 rifles. Get the job done. Round over.
Yeah, the pacing and the spacing, that was great from Liquid here. Nav immediately in a position of trading. Jame finds one, but because the next opponent is so close to him, he's got no time to reposition, no time to even get adjusted for a second shot. And then Nav pushes the envelope, finds the long kill, which pretty much sets it up. And that's just like this over. How many rounds would we say Liquid would be satisfied with? I think they have to barrel for at least 7.
I was going to say 7, but obviously, I guess 8 would be the holy grail at this stage.
Hey, 9 would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be great too.
Screw it, why stop there? What if they could somehow get to
Speak
10?
to the admins and see if we can cancel a couple of rounds. I guess that's not an impossible scenario. That could
Upon
happen.
reflection, we actually don't agree with round 3.
Like that redacted from the game. as
Never
possible.
opening Counter-Strike.
All right, so Nafly getting the job done, cracking open the B bomb site. Emphatic style, the fast pacing up the B ramp leads to success for Team Liquid here. But of course, you never break VP. They've always got something to work with. It's a glass cannon for Jame, and I don't think I've said his name a ton of times here. What's he currently sat on? Jame, yeah, 6 and 6. Top of the scoreboard will be Fame with 13. And Rainwaker, 12 for Liquid at the top as well. So he's having a great showing here. It was a rough start after winning the pistol together 4 rounds in a row, but Yakindar back to his winning ways. Those opening frags were coming in left and right on Inferno. Finds another one here in round number 13.
Jane posted with this AWP down towards the ramp. But Liquid aren't going to give him a fight here. Instead, they turn their attention over towards middle. These flashes have wrecked Patsy. But they were good flashes, at least, Liquid. If anyone was bottom mid, they were blind. Liquid get out in the 5v4. They've got good real estate here. They just need to stick the landing.
They have all the cards they need. VP will attempt to retake cave control. Nober's playing behind that smoke. I don't think he can shoot across that. That's very risky, but it works out for him. The risk pays off in a second kill as well. The B side has fallen in a matter of seconds because Yakinder decided to gamble down in a third one as well. This has all Yakinder's name on it. 4th kill.
Yep.
Very unlikely going for the ace, but a beautiful round whatsoever for him. Patsy's going to put Fame into the ground, and that's the 7th. That's the one we were talking about. Huge work from the leader.
And that's where we see the money under a lot of pressure now for Virtus.pro. They've got $2,400 per player. Flit at the very top end, $3,900. I was about to say, you kind of have to take the eco here, boys, but there's an M4 straight off the bat.
You get to enter the Jame raffle. One of you will have a gun here.
I think they don't buy anything else. This is quite meta, mainly on the T side, getting those hero AKs, but I'm seeing more and more teams operate like this as well. Try and do what you can with the M4. Maybe there's a chance of a big spray down. It's a risk, and he does sacrifice his economy, but he still has a chance of saving it, I suppose. That there's something to do there. He could just hold on to it if the round collapses quickly.
Boost up. Norbert, dead man. Nade follows through. And Jame will narrowly escape. Honestly, VP already thinking about saving.
Oh, yeah,
it's over. They have to. The round is over.
Yeah,
You can't even fold them for that.
1 kill. That was all that was in it. And now they're going to try hold on to this M4, so they get to run it back in the next with guns on everyone.
And there's really, I guess, 2 very distinct school of thoughts as to how to handle these situations where you're not sure about the financial situation, you're not sure how many weapons are against you. Yeah. One is spread across the map, play very safe and patient and passive, and let the smokes come your way and kind of deduct what's happening. The other way is just screw this. We're going to have a very knit-tight execute. We're going to do everything we can on that small areas of the map. If they play close quarter to us, we have the utility for it. If not, free round. That's the route that Yakindar elected to go through in this. Be exec, clean.
Job done. Everyone survives. They're going to be winning the half. 8 rounds on the board and potentially 9 as well. Flit does save the M4, so no harm, no foul in that regard. But I don't think they can even purchase an AWP. It's been one of those games, one of those series where a couple of players like Fame or Flit have to sacrifice their round entirely just to drop the AWP, and they'll operate with Glock, no armor. But there's no chance to even do that here. It's M4s across the board. No kits, 1 kit, and bare bones utility. So we'll see if they present any sort of aggression. They're focusing towards middle, and OC and co are ready to fight back. First kill will not be connected with, as OC will pull the trigger and fall off.
Oh, Flit here is very committed.
Rainwaker's there.
It's a game of chicken now. Who calls off the bluff of whom? Rainwaker is not giving any audio cue, but so is Flit. It's whoever takes the first risk. This makes me uneasy.
Oh, this could be everything. Flip has the chance to catch him with their pants around their ankles. We'll hear them executing. And OC might just walk into the cave thinking it's clear.
Oh no! I mean, okay. Honestly, maybe that's like not the worst way that could have gone down for Liquid. They could have ended up completely walking past. It could have been a multi-kill round for Flit. Instead, it's the no trade, and now having to play out a 4v5. As they go out mid, Yakindar is locked out by Mir, and even the AWP now looks to own the angle. OC's got to run through the smoke. He's been baited in here. Mir getting a second is mad, and you're never ready for Jame in this spot.
Knife him for one.
Playing the trigger discipline. He doesn't just want the one kill, he wants to end the half, and that's exactly what Jame's going to do. Waits, lines up the double, and locks in 7 for VP.
Sides, Katie nails the shot. 3 kills from the captain.
You say you're looking, keep looking for it, but you can't find it. Can't find another one to get around with. You try and try, but never find someone who's fine. Keep looking for it, but you can't find it. Can't find another one to get around with. You try and try, never find another me.
Welcome back, you Counter-Strike mother lovers. We've got ourselves a second half ahead of us. VP taking on Team Liquid. You kind of derailed that one.
Was good, Henry.
It was going well.
For half a second, but
right, let's try again.
read back in.
Welcome back, you Counter-Strike mother lovers. We are here with the second half of VP taking on Team Liquid. It is 8-7. We split it right down the middle here. VP trailing one round as they move over to the T side here. We've got ourselves a smoke, a couple of them, a flashbang and a Molotov. That one's a bit smoother.
That was really good. That
cut
was
the first one.
Cut that out.
Cut that out.
It wasn't even that bad. It just caught me off guard. It was great the first time around.
All right. Well, let's see if VP can be great here to kick things off, looking to pick up a much-needed pistol. We are going to see 7 guns on the CT side, Liquid with double dualies, and an A push coming in as well.
Yeah, immediate push, OC and Rainwaker, and no one is really actually watching it. Scratch that Fame's got that information. That's still a lot of steps, and this is why we see VP pick up the pace towards the A side. They did have a fine timing, Harry. Do you think they're in good position?
Yeah, Yukindar through this smoke is going to look to try and tap out one. They know this main push was on the cards as well. And his finest falls first in Ryan Waker. He's dead. And now Flit churns them up as they try to move through the CT smoke. It will be the shutdown and cleanly done by Flit on the close to find the pistol for VP.
Just call him Ryan Waker.
Ryan Waker. It sounds American.
I do like it. Yeah, it sounds like one of them.
One of those like graphic novel books that you would get as a kid, you know? I could totally see it. Or maybe a Tom Clancy book.
Like
Jack Ryan. Is that what
yeah, like Jack, Jack Ryan. Is
Jack Ryan Waker.
Jack Ryan Waker. It's got a ring to it.
Well, this is the full eco.
Oh, well, these are the most exciting ones for Liquid. They've won one of these already.
That's a good point, Harry. They did that on Inferno. It was Naf who managed to find 2 beautiful shots towards Banana. I'm not sure that'll be replicated again by anyone.
Once every 6 months is probably enough.
Yeah.
There's the probabilities.
I think that's fair. They are going to be exploring the options towards Cave as they progress through the Jaguar room. Bomb still down as VP go for the motions here. It's all under control.
Now, who is going to get the benefit of all of these sweet, little crispy USB under your tongue? Mir with 3, a whole lot of money, a feel-good moment in the stats page as well. Guess if happiness had a name in Counter-Strike, it'd be spraying USBs coming at you with a MAC-10. Does feel immediately great.
Yeah. Just any eco kill
really
is like a real feel-good moment, isn't it?
And I think this is probably the psychology that's based under the good old VP one-man army situation, because you kind of tease people with a couple of USP, maybe Glocks, maybe making noise, and then as you swing, bam, there's the AK waiting for you. See, that's what it...
So everything is in good tidings for VP. They're going to call a little timeout here.
The game was a little too fast, okay? We all need to calm down.
I feel relatively calm. The beatboxing will be underway momentarily.
Yeah, I always feel calm knowing the beatboxing's coming. Dude, the one thing I miss, actually, because we've been playing some CS2 as of late, there's no beatboxing today. It's cancelled. It's done. Right?
What were you thinking about? Go on.
Dude, the one thing I really miss, because I just expected it to play then when I was watching VP back in Spawn, is the little ancient CS2 start music. You know the one? How it's like, ooh, you know?
I don't think I do know.
Come on, man.
What, is it like a sound in Spawn or something?
Yeah,
yeah,
Spawn. There's like music. It's beautiful. It's so calming, and I wish we had it in Go.
I can't recall.
In Go,
next time
this
we'll
old game.
Pay attention to it. Maybe Harry can just sing it for you once.
Yeah, I'll try to mimic it.
Good.
Okay, all I've heard so far is ooh. That's all you've given me.
It's an artist's interpretation of what it's like.
It's all gone wrong.
Right then, bonus round situation. We've got MAC-10s, Galils, and 5 players making their way over towards the A bomb site. It's wide open currently. Team Liquid focusing their efforts towards middle. Rainwaker confirming they've got control of B lanes and mid. Someone's got to have to rotate towards A. Patsy given the task to do so, but Naf has been smoked off towards Spawn. And from the tempo, you just have to hope for the best. And wow, it actually comes through. He gets the kill through the smoke clean. He does a ton of damage with the nade. They might be onto something here.
Excellent work from Patsy, grabbing a whole lot of HP down already. Jame as well. It's going to be put down to 45, 50s. So even before that retake has even started, Liquid put themselves in a very good position. There's just no kid to play with, so time will be a little bit against them, but now Fems them with the best foot forward.
Yeah, not bad at all. This is looking very promising. Two players at the walking wounded. Patsy will find the third frag of the round as Jame and Mia left to defend and boost it up. It's a very common spot in this sort of scenario. Does very well for the first kill, but the defuse will be coming in shortly. Jame, he doesn't fancy it, doesn't want to go for the spam, holds onto the AK-47, as you might expect. There was a chance. If he goes out there and sprays the smoke, maybe he takes on the diffuser with no kit. Maybe he wins the round.
He was guaranteed to die at some point,
Sure.
but I thought with the time pressure that had already sort of built off and accumulated, the smoke being put down, you know where you put the bomb, so there's not a huge radius where the city can be. Just try your luck.
I think that was worth a go, but he holds onto the AK. Not the end of the world. It was a bonus round. It kind of gives them another rifle to work with going forward. He'll have the AWP, no problem. And we get into the real gun round here. AK-47's the AWP out, not for OC, and they're still quite fragile with their reinvestment into round number 19 here. We're all tied up, 9-9. It's the second map. You're just joining us. Liquid managed to pick up their opponent's pick of Inferno, 16-12. This is a rematch, of course. VP managed to take the series 2-1 before. Liquid looking to 2-0, but it's neck and neck. Anyone's game. Mir with full mid control. Patsy holding towards Red Room.
Little jump check for Patsy, but he doesn't see just how close Mir is gone. Double cave set up in the meantime for Liquid. There's a couple of fights that might be about to take place here. It's either this one between Flit and Yakindar over at cave or Mir in the window. It's one of these players on the extremities that's destined to run in, and it's Flit going first. Yakindar is wounded, he's hurt, and his teammate alongside him is also looking worse for wear, so they've got to get out of cave. They pick up that kill on Mir over in the window, and at this point, when you're versus VP in a 3-on-5, if you can withstand these next 10 seconds, if you can not give a trade over, then normally you're good for the round. And so Team Liquid staying tucked is the right move here.
It's very good anticipation from Yekinder as well. He knew that there was going to be some sort of a Mexican standoff over there. He avoids the flash, comes in later, grabs the kill, and he's a little bit fortunate that Jame can only find him in the leg. And now that's 5v3 pretty much.
Yeah, that's around. Just that little jiggle, just getting the information, baiting out the shot. There's nothing more they can do. That's surely it at this stage. They fancy a chance getting in towards B, though. This is very uncharacteristic for VP. They've got almost no chance of winning this.
Psych.
Yeah, and that's more like it. Back we go. Off we go. Fully commit and just think, you know what, this isn't us at all. Let's just get out of here. And I think that's actually the better call. So that's not too bad. We would have
been mad at them if they attempted
exactly. I couldn't understand it. This is the one time you should be saving, and you're running in with 10 HP on 3 players. But here's Yakindar. Up close in the cave, getting the job done. Rainwaker stronghold towards Red Room. He was under pressure from middle, but managed to hold on to his life. So did VP, though, once again with 3 rifles saved, one of which is the sniper. But his Team Liquid taking the lead, 10-9 here. At 2-0 is a possibility. Difficult round. They fully invest, just to know, VP, of course. 2 Tech 9s. More than enough to work with, but obviously hamstrung.
So it's a very balanced approach from the defense if you're looking at Liquid right now. 2 players on the A side, 1 middle, 2 towards B. It's Rainwaker and OC who have the responsibility to handle Donut and A main. Although A main's been a little bit ignored, and they're going to use these numbers to grab a little bit more information off the flash. OC checks out wide, doesn't see anybody, and we'll have to see the repositioning happening quite soon. VP have been happy to let the game come to themselves. No huge decision, and they can smell that now is the time where middle is going to be a bit more accessible. They're on the guest list, they can enter the club.
Oh, Patsy might act like the bouncer, though. Kick him out of middle. VP sent away, and now group outside of the B site. Team Liquid are only 2 strong here as Patsy makes his way back over. Mid instead falls to the jurisdiction of Ryan Waker. And we'll see OC starting to rotate over now as well. Smoke in at the top of ramp. Uh-oh, the alarm bells are going off. Might have to go through that, VP.
Yeah.
Not much of a choice here as this one's come down to the wire. They will get up through the ramp. That smoke down on short has let them get in, and they found their way to a bomb plant in the 5v5. But scales don't stay untipped for long. Norbert dead. Response is in from James AWP, and a 4v4 now falls over towards this B site.
We don't have the smoke on the CT side as well, so Jame has some open runway here to find a few frags from the ramp, and he's being combative as well. It might cost him his life, but a good adjustment there. Finds Patsy, and looks like they've done enough to tie things up. Yekindar will remain, but he is so far removed from the equation. Now, best bet to lock them into the bomb site. We know the radius of the blast can be detrimental, to say the very least. Jame is just booking it. He's out of there, making sure he survives with the AWP. He's got 30 points of health. Yekindar gets an AK-47 for his troubles, but that's about it. Might be able to get one more kill here. A desperate spray towards Mir, who gets dropped to 6 points of health, but it's Yekindar that goes down, fighting for his life, and we tie it up 10-10. It looked like VP were out of luck there. They were smoked off. It looked like they didn't have a chance to get that bomb planted, but thread the needle, and Jame with the all-important frag on towards NAF there.
Yeah, there's a whole amount of expertise that go into this post-plant situation, and I think we've seen teams of a lesser caliber play clutches where they're hiding, waiting in off angles. Now, VP realized they don't have any smoke, they don't have any flash or any Molotov. If they're going to win this post-plant, is by grabbing CTs as they attempt to retake, and this is why Jame is wide open. That's why Fame is wide open as well. They grab both these kills, and they make sure that the clutch turns into their favor. A good realization, good game sense coming out of VP, putting us right down in the middle of round 21.
Here we go then. A swing round. Both teams fully invested here. Game is on a knife's edge. If you can take this one cleanly, take down all 5 members of your opposition, you're in a prime position to pick up a couple of rounds. Loss bonus shouldn't be established on either side. Yeah, it's not. Bottom of the barrel. Mid control. Given over. Molotov in towards Donut as Rainwaker has to defend here. An up front position. He is alone. No backup to speak of whatsoever. His teammates in towards Red Room will try and get control of middle, but they've lost Donut, and that might be the A side itself.
Oh dear, Mir turning his attention back to middle. Will get wrapped on by 2, but he's done a lot of damage, honestly. He's already made this a nice look for VP with the pressure he finds out mid. Flit even has the drop on 2 with this backstab. Yekindar one way over the smoke. And that does complicate matters now for VP. Suddenly this plant isn't possible.
It's because they eyeballed the smoke. Instead of it being a set smoke there, it actually gives the opportunity for Yekindar. He recognizes that. And with the incendiaries dropping as well, they bought themselves enough time. And Yekindar, he's finding space as well. Bomb denied once again. It's in no man's land now. 4-on-2. Flit and Jame trying to recover the situation. James in towards the temple, but time is of the essence. 20 seconds remain. A flank is en route, and Flit's ready for it. How is he watching the flanks with 15 seconds to go?
Oh, no.
He can't connect the shot. It's all falling apart with 10 seconds here. Jame fighting for his life valiantly, but he'll be taken down towards a big box. Liquid find an absolutely massive round on the A bomb side. Sorry, that was a bit intense.
No, I do like it.
All right,
I do like it.
No, I felt like it called for that.
All right,
that was
fair enough.
good.
Yeah.
It was rightful.
I felt like maybe you went too far down the rabbit hole.
No, it isn't. It was kind of crazy for Liquid to be able to regain control of that round after Mir finds the opening kill onto his opponent, into Donut, rather, onto Rainwalk. We thought it was it. We thought that was absolutely it. You have to appreciate the pace and how quickly they retake control of Donut. They trade Mir immediately, and then there is that mistake that you're talking about. The smoke that actually turns into a weapon against you.
Yeah.
Doesn't allow them to plant the bomb, and Liquid get away with daylight robbery in this situation.
Wow. It's the force buy and response. This is a very interesting decision to make by VP. They've put themselves in a lot of trouble if they give this round up. 11-10 right now, but as we said, the loss bonus is not established at all. Going forward, they'll get $1,900 into the next round. This is kind of must win. And Flit will be dropped by the incendiary of OC.
He was meant to be kind of the guy running through the back lines here, trying to complicate matters with the control he would have had over rotates, but instead he's located and dealt with by Team Liquid.
Feels like it's a must-win situation for VP. You're looking at round 22 with a full investment. It's real complicated to come back into this.
Well, here we go. It's going to be the commitment in towards B. A plant looks possible, just about, not quite.
Nope.
And there it is, Jame. Oh, he maybe gets a couple of kills here. Patsy knows it as well. He's going to be dropped by the P250. Apparently not. And now Jame fighting for his life, fighting for the round here. They were fully invested. The bomb doesn't get planted, but OC holds his nerve, hits the shot. Massive round for Liquid to find. They're on track for a 2-0 here because it has to be an eco. No two ways about it. There's no partial investment. There's no deagles. You have to take a Glock eco here. And I haven't said that much at all for VP in this series.
Yeah, that's the only legitimate decision here. Great utility usage from Liquid, realizing that VP had attempted to take a whole lot of map control towards middle. There were, of course, visual confirmation, visual cues that VP were attempting to play that fast pace towards mid. We see frustration seeping in on the faces of VP, and understandably so. The map and just the series might be eluding them right here. This is an advancement match. Well, advancement match. That's a complicated word.
Yeah, when it goes to the playoffs, right? It's a huge
deal.
deal.
A whole lot on the line.
For Liquid, especially in this kind of rebuilding phase, as you mentioned, the last couple of tournaments, we haven't really been that excited. Haven't signed the superstar names we were looking for, but this is an impressive performance, especially from OC in this round. Gets himself the hat trick. Pinpoint accuracy with the AWP. Bomb goes down, round over. It was an eco, but still very well managed there by the sniper.
Now, hear me out. Prior to this triple kill, OC had 8 kills. By all values, by all metrics, not an incredible map he was having.
Sure.
But the fact that he finds these 3 right now, round 23, we're going to have to keep an eye on him and how he fares into the last key golden moments of the game. He might just be enough to warm him up. That's kill number 4. He's at 12. And I'll keep my little left eye onto OC and see how he fares, because I can do that.
Just the left eye.
Just the left eye, and it's smaller than the right one. Maniac has one tiny eye, one regular-sized eye.
But the fact remains, VP are in a lot of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. It's round 24, just a couple away from series points here. VP looking weaker and weaker. They don't have the luxury of an AWP in the hands of Jame here. AKs across the board and absolute bare bones utility as well. The absolute basics. As Mir under a lot of threats here. Patsy through the smoke. Detects his presence, and they just have to shove all in towards the B site. It's the right call, to be fair, but Nafly through the smoke continues to do damage here. 5 versus 3. Still a manageable round here. It'd be miraculous to win it, but still they can do something now. The bomb is planted.
Yeah, 3v5, Fame dead, re-aggressing, and Flit is really screwed here. Runs it down into the cave. Jame finished off a flawless fast B retake out of Liquid. VP might get in, but they don't find anything past that point. And so now, you know, if you weren't worried before, you really are now. VP, that by how they like to play, by how they like the game to go, a fast B pop is very unorthodox for this team. They managed to get all the way up ramp. They managed to get the bomb down. But they don't go any further than that, not even a kill the other way.
And they're buggered again, financially speaking. You've got maximum loss bonus here, but it's what, like $4,000 per player? So definitely not getting the AWP. You can get AK and armor on 4 players here, but they're not going to be doing that. They'll be operating with like a couple of Tech 9s. We saw those VP buys on Inferno, so they'll probably get a couple of AKs, pistols otherwise, and see if they can get enough utility to win the round.
They go for it. They fully send it. AKs, Galils.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting at all.
So they haven't been able to convert mid-take into window position, but they have been able to find kills towards Donut. That was one of the few successes that we've seen VP kind of take home, is the ability to take mid and then find that Rainwaker position over there. They haven't attempted to do it anymore. We'll have to see if this is the decision that they make and if Liquid is ready for it. I'm keeping an eye on OC's position as well. Funnily enough, he is actually going to be tasked with guarding Donut position. 3 players here is very strong. I think Liquid expect a little bit of mid-activity. Great nade from Patsy. A little bit of damage onto Mir, and the real estate being taken. You see Heaven is already completely under CT's dominant.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yekindar pushed up an A main. Patsy on ledge. Like, this is like the best setup he could possibly hope for. Yekindar like knows there's a chance he could be split on, I suppose, but OC showing us that confidence, that assertion at the start of these rounds. It could come to bite him in the arse, though. I'm looking for the big spray down from Patsy. Not going to happen. And finally, VP have an advantage here. A slight one. 4 versus 3. Yekindar hot on the queso with that flank. And he actually equalizes the situation now.
The bomb was there as well. So for Jame, he suddenly is to turn around and go back. And he can't actually dedicate to getting out middle. He's got to go get this. Norbert's moved in with him. Flit left lurking over towards the B lane. And it looks like VP want to go join him with that bomb in tow.
Yeah, they would have wanted to react to that Yekindar kill, but they couldn't because the bomb was still in T-spawn, so they had to slow down the pace, and as a result, they've lost track of where the CTs are. We have bird's eye view. It's very obvious to us that the B side is open. That's not the case. Fit is only now looking for information.
So what do they do with this? The CTs have offered at the B bomb site for free. That means the bomb's going down, no problem. The retake will have to come in from spawn. Yeah, I was about to say the same. You might not even fancy this. Like, it's maybe not worth it. You've got 3 AK-47s on the CT side. It's not worth the risk, if you ask me, to go for this one, but maybe they can pull it off. Like, 3 AKs, you can close out this game. It's enough.
Yeah.
It's so much firepower. And this retake's probably not going to happen.
James very late to move around.
Oh, that smoke, there's actually everything. They're all in cave.
That's going to lock 2 out of the post plant here.
James is going to come around with the AWP and it's going to be all on him. He's going to have line of sight. He's going to have access. James, where are you going? That's the other side. Right, he's got the Molotov in hand. He's trying to Molotov the bomb.
Molly comes out. Will deny the defuse for now. Yakindar one gets away from him, but Rainwaker's turn. They're on the bomb. He's sticking it, but can't hold that. James Molly burns. Going back for the lineup was worth it for Jame. As a well-earned fist bump comes down the line for the captain, VP will get that round.
Yeah, and they've got plenty of money to reinvest, don't get me wrong. But this is the AK-47s there, and it comes down to 1 versus 1. It wasn't the worst attempt ever, but this was the opening sequence there. OC trying to secure the round, and they couldn't quite defuse the bomb towards the end.
What a game of chess as well. You mentioned the smoke that was going towards cave and how it would help Liquid, but the matter of fact is, had they used that for the bomb, that would have been over. The round was won. Yeah. And it's just, that's how Counter-Strike is sometimes. A couple of decisions have a huge incline here. Patsy, Mir has been having such a nightmare trying to take mid control. Once again, he falls very early on, and the aggression is not going to be done. Liquid, off the back of that little success, is going to push the envelope. James sees an elbow, but doesn't find a kill somehow. Norbert has been alerted, and that's another one.
Nav goes down. Even though he knows that Jame was there with the AWP, it's Norbert that finds the initial frag, but Jame to maybe secure the round here. Patsy and OC still remaining towards B, but under a lot of pressure now. The AWP has to be activated.
OC should be dead. He should be screwed. This molly was designed to force him off of this exact angle and let Flit take the space in a far cleaner, more concise way. He's now deep. Oh dear, a couple of missed shots from OC. And Jame will deal with him. Rainwaker left up in this one, 1v3. And his best option is to save, is to write this off and let VP keep closing the distance. That's now 2 in a row for Virtus.pro.
Harry, can I send you on a research mission? When they played against each other, wasn't the third map a similar situation where VP actually clawed their way back from an incredible position? I remember it was a 16-14 last map, and I have a tingling feeling that VP did put 5 rounds on the board back-to-back towards the end. That's what happened.
That is what happened. You're dead on.
It is, over the years, a bit of a Team Liquid classic. I will say that much.
Like, I mean,
the lineup has changed.
I know.
Liquid as like the brand have the kind of association with choking leads, and VP have the association of coming back from impossible scorelines.
I'd remind it. All right. And now, finally, the money's starting to drain for Team Liquid here. They'll have 1 purchase left, and an opportunity still to find series point. The 2-0 is still on the cards here, but VP looking a lot more comfortable in the last couple of rounds here. What have we got? A FAMAS for Patsy.
They have an off
again. No, they do have the AWP.
They do.
Oh, so fast from middle, though. They know they don't have the utility to really hold them off.
Flits on Mir as well, over towards mid, right? They're playing this together, and I think these are where VP have found the best results over in mid, is where you have these two supporting one another. So a nice way to try and give Mir a bit of a hand, right? You've kind of been touching upon how it feels like he's been getting bullied a bit over in mid across these last few rounds. And so VP, they get this ownership of middle. They get a man into Donut, and now they hold their ground for a moment, waiting to see if Liquid give them anything.
So how does Liquid gather any sort of information now? They cannot risk any position, and every position is currently held by a player from Virtus.pro. Everybody's waiting very patiently. Yeah. Norbert's just grabbing the bomb, and he signals. That's it. That's what I was talking about. That information play is unavailable because of how much map control is being covered by VP.
Well, Zosi pulling one back at the very least. That's Flit on the other side of the map, though, but that's a hell of a kill. Patsy dropped in towards the donut position. Rainwaker in a power position, but makes himself known. And now we'll need multiple frags, but surrounded, being touched by the flames as well. He's a dead man. Trying to take one down with him, does significant damage there, but there's no way they can get themselves back into the round. It's going to be VP with 3 in a row now. Still can win this in regulation. As we said, the money's now busted on the Team Liquid side. They've got the AWP and the M4, sure, but loss bonus will only be giving them $2,400 into the next round. Or I think actually $1,900. No, it's 24, but OC and NAF could drop for masses, I guess, if they wanted to buy into it.
It's getting tied. VP's like a boa constrictor, just sliding up your leg right now, and feel its embrace.
It's kind of
embrace. It's embracing down there, is it?
It's crawling up your leg. You're just sat there watching it. go up your leg, enjoying it.
Saying faster, faster.
Sure, please, Jame. Anyway, what were we talking about? CSGO.
You're
right.
Counter-Strike. I was trying to be just a little bit visual in my metaphor.
Yeah, it was lovely.
But I can also
Painted a
just
vivid
be
picture.
forever boring and use 3 words.
No, that's
Sometimes
fair.
got to take risks.
No, I liked it.
Doesn't always land.
We enjoyed it. It landed.
It felt
Okay, fair enough.
both poetic and maybe even horny, all rolled into one.
And it is going to be the tactical timeout. A much needed one here for Team Liquid. They are starting to shrink, starting to lose power here on the CT side of Ancient. They do save an OC AWP and an AF M4, but do they want to put all the eggs in this proverbial basket right now? It's do or die if they fully invest. Won't have much to work with if it slips by, and they might lose in regulation. So maybe just a half buy here, Maniac. That could be what's on the agenda.
You could justify a little bit of a half-back because you still have the AWP. So you definitely have a way into this round. I would like OC to be a little bit more aggressive. To his defense, he tried one time towards middle and he got the craziest flash in his face as he was about to peek into elbow towards middle.
It was a nice move.
Exactly. The move in itself was interesting, but the timing of James' flash was perfect. Although here, he has a responsibility to be a little bit out there, to take a risk, to try and tip the scale in favor of his team, because Jame is doing just that, trying to grab that little bit of information.
Oh, Yakandar, you are so dead. It's unbelievable. Stuck behind the flames here. Nades landing on your feet. He's just going to have to swing and hope for the best here, as they will find the opening frag elsewhere. That's Rainwaker dropped. Bear in mind, they didn't fully invest into this round. They did have the AWP and the M4, but pistols otherwise, Yakandar eventually dealt with. And it's OC in towards Donut right now, so he's hoping they retreat the B bomb site. Hopefully Naf and Patsy can pit up enough of a blockade to dissuade them from the B bomb site. That's the only way they win this round.
Naf's leaving. Naf. No. Taking up middle instead. Watching for the fullback. But VP are grouped over at ramp. Naf's now considering the A play.
Yep. We
Leave
can
up
pretty
and
much
left
consider
D.
round 29 as well,
Yeah.
because we're getting there.
Yeah,
We didn't want to go there,
who would
but
have
30
thought?
rounds is on the menu.
Oh, it certainly is. Now this round's done. Mir will go collect the bomb. At this point, Liquid just going to be saving the AWP and the M4. Nothing they can do.
30 round all-you-can-eat buffet. All the 30 rounds you want.
Every time.
You just keep going up, getting more. And potato salad. That's also available at the buffet.
Mac and cheese?
Yeah, perhaps. If you make a special request with the chefs.
The
They'll-
chefs.
Chefs will do it. Ooh, but one of the P2s is knocked out right at the end, Henry.
Oh, that's big.
I don't think that's as
No,
influential
that
as you make
that
it
isn't
sound.
No,
that
wait,
big.
Flick could find
but,
OC.
But
That would
the
be
next
something.
one could be huge. OC loses the AWP.
That's massive.
And oh dear. Now it's just Naf getting out.
4 in a row.
Still might be able to save the AWP, but he's got to go fight for this hold over middle. Onto the AWP now, but they're moving in. They are all around Naf, and they will get rid of both saving players right at the close. This one is all tied up at 14 all. And VP have got every advantage. If they win this next round, Liquid are broke heading into round 30.
My, oh my. Jame, okay, that shot was absolutely sick, to be fair. That's how he got the opener. Yakandar was heavily committed towards the cave and then just going through the motions here, denying the AWP save. That was pretty massive. OC still will have the sniper, but concessions to be made here. Not a single player with a helmet. Fortunately, won't matter too much. But that grenade certainly will. That does a boatload of damage at the start of the round. My God. Patsy and Rainwalker in a lot of trouble right now towards middle.
And OC is in the right position. This is the moment
Yeah, come on,
where
OC,
OC
what
needs
you
to
got?
step up. Oh, they changed their mind. Did they really pull back? You bunch of teas. What can motivate such a call? I'm very
don't know.
intrigued.
I'm trying
what
to
has
work
happened
out.
in the map so
Are there
that
any
VP changed
signals?
their mind halfway through
I
about
guess
to peak?
Jame got full cave control. So he's got the AWP pinned in toward the CT entrance of cave. That's a really powerful position on the map. That's great real estate to have. Maybe he's just, with that fact, knowing they can just contact
That
play.
makes sense.
I
It's only
think that's
Naf
the
on B
reason.
right now. It's
Yeah.
literally only Naf, and he's has to respect the execute. If the execute comes around, he cannot just commit to it. He's going to have to wait for the rotation to come in. And VP have a boatload of utilities, as I'd like to say, to secure that post-plant situation. So Naf has to inflict a little bit of damage as they progress onto the site.
So Jame is watching the perimeters here. He's looking for the jump up, so they won't find any kills in towards the B bomb side. They might find a few on the extremities. Rainwaker goes down first, and I don't think the CTs will be able to do much of this whatsoever.
This is so awkward, man. Like, Liquid, they kind of want to try. They kind of want to believe that this one was still doable, but it's not. And now it's really driven home that it's not. So they've got to write this off. They've got to run for the hills, try and save. But once again, VP, just like last time, they will not show mercy here. They're going to look to remove these guns. There's a lot in store for VP. If they even knock out one of these rifles, they're going to feel so good about it. And so they throw everyone downrange with the goal of ruining the future for Team Liquid. The goal of teeing themselves up for a third map in this series. And it's all on a knife's edge here.
Oh, he's gone.
Naf, last man standing, and Fame gets rid of them both. All the guns are removed as the three-man save for Liquid is mercilessly hunted down by Virtus.pro.
You hate to see it, and once again, Maniac, 5 rounds in a row.
Doing it.
They've done the exact same thing, the reverse sweep here in the dying stages of Ancient. Team Liquid can't get past round number 14, and we might finish this in regulation in favor of VP as well. Looking for 6 to close things out, and the money is as tight as you like. They've got maximum loss bonus, as you might imagine, but only gets you so far on the CT side. Certainly will be no AWPs, maybe a scout for OC here, but a desperate time now as they need to work out how they possibly win this round where they've just looked so underwhelming the last 3 or 4.
It's been real complicated for Liquid. I think Detective Jame has been able to solve the case in all of these rounds. He's got being gifted a couple of clues and immediately put the criminal behind bars. He knew with that cave position, just had to call the rest of the gang, execute on B, and it feels like Liquid, every time they make a decision, every time they go with a special orientation into the round, they get punished for it. They've been suffering. They've never really been put in a forward or advantageous position at any turn.
Well, here we go then. Last chance saloon for Team Liquid, trying to take us to overtime. They found round number 14 5 rounds ago. Unbelievable scenes here. They've given it up, and now they're the ones on the back foot with no money and 1 round separating us from the 3rd map. And it's going to be another B attack here. 4 players waiting at the double doors for any sort of CT aggression. They know that Team Liquid are desperate here.
They could have been waiting. It feels like for an eternity towards the end of this game for this fast up-tempo mid to A round to come in, and it never has for VP. These last few have just been these BXX up through the ramp, and so often it feels like VP have had a very easy time. Normally at most it's like 1 person, 2 players to get past. In this round, there will be 2 set up over towards Cave for Liquid.
And that's a double pump from VP as well. They do a double pump just to make sure that Liquid is using whatever little utility they have, and now Nobert is making his way off to the side, but the rotate comes in quick, the flank from Rainwaker, and now Liquid have a say in this round.
They did.
Never mind!
They did, but Jame just collapsed too, and so suddenly the scales are tipped back in VP's favor. Rainwaker gets his 5th kill of this second half right there.
Can you believe it?
But victory is short-lived here for Team Liquid. Virtus.pro look to do it in the full 30 rounds. They steal themselves away and take us on to Vertigo. It's just now Fly left to stop it, and he can't. Mir rises to the occasion and walks that one over the line. Virtus.pro deal a harsh loss to Liquid on the 2nd map, turning this around with one hell of a streak to close and longing us out to Vertigo.